everyone, welcome back to NailNovice. Today we're talking nail forms, how to fit them, and most importantly, how to customize them to achieve a tight, snug fit to suit any client. Now what we're looking to achieve is a snug fit either underneath a small free edge of natural nail or butted right up against it for short or bitten nails. You want a gap-free fit to suit your client's hyponychium shape with no gaps or surrounding skin in the way. So jumping straight in, here's my classic form straight off the roll, uncustomized. I always take the wee middle sticker and place this sticky side down on the back of the form. You'll see I leave a small gap in case the form needs adjusting in any way, and this purely provides a bit more strength to the form and allows it to hold a C-curve better. Basically, it makes it less flimsy. It's a rare day when I get a client that fits all 10 fingers straight off the roll, so I'm going to talk you through my most utilised custom form shapes. One of my most utilised form customizations would be for clients with nails like mine that have a super deep hyponychium, a deep natural smile line to their free edge. A standard form doesn't go deep enough around the sides of the free edge, or if it does, these clients often experience uncomfortable pinching where the nail meets the form. By cutting a small V into the front of the form, you can see how when this bends, it allows you to get a slightly deeper fit and takes the pressure off the front of the form where it would normally be hitting your client's hyponychium. So here's a comparison of the standard form versus the V-shaped form. Next up, for clients with bitten or very straight hyponychiums or very high C-curves that you're having trouble pushing the form upwards to be completely snug beneath the nail, you can take that middle sticker of the form, cut across it, and stick it colour side down to create a straight edge on the form. Now, unlike when we stick it down for strength on the back, we're sticking it the opposite way for this technique so that the sticky side of the sticker is not directly touching the free edge area. Now this is one option for creating a straight edge, or I personally prefer to cut my own straight edge in. I just find that unless you're working with a small or a pinky finger, the form still requires trimming in some way when just using the sticker. So next customization is when you have a client with a broken nail or a crooked free edge. You can use that backing sticker in the same way as I just previously showed to create angled additions to your form. You cut it in the same way, merely applying it on the diagonal. You may need to hold the form up to your client's nail as you position it to get the correct angle, or you can always cut a custom shape in to suit. And for nails like these, it can be hard. Sometimes you get it wrong. You might go through a couple of forms in your attempt to get it right, and that's okay. Next customization is especially handy for nail biters. Nail biters often have puffy or protruding skin around the nail. Now the finger has developed this in an attempt to protect itself. Now I don't have that puffy skin to show you, but you can imagine by looking here that the skin gets in the way of a proper and snug fitting form. To combat this, you need to measure on the form where the side walls come to, the bottom edges of the free edge, and on these points of the form you want to cut a 45-degree angle and then cut down to meet this adjustment. Holding the form upside down here, you'll see why I like to call this technique cat's ears. And this allows the form to be fit snug underneath the free edge without that excess skin getting in the way of you pinching your form correctly or sculpting your side walls. Often you'll need to use this technique in conjunction with perhaps creating that straight edge on the form, and that would be for severe nail biters. Now it must also be noted that a lot of techs like to do this cat ear technique on every client and every nail. It does allow you to create a deeper pinch in a more slender form, which creates a more slender sculpt. And lastly, this is why every tech should at least know how to sculpt, even if it's not their preferred method, because there is no tip in the world that will fit some wide thumbs or big toes that may need reconstructing, and in these cases you need to create an entire custom form. You're going to take two forms off of the roll, you're going to cut a quarter to a third off of one on the right, and do the same to the second form but on the left. We're going to overlap these two forms in the middle, making sure that our grids align still, and then trim away the excess that was created by the overlap. And now you have an extra wide form that can then be further customized from here to suit large, wide or flat fingers and toes. So to recap our customised shapes, we have our standard form straight off the roll. We have our V shape for high hyponychiums. We have our straight shape for nail biters and high natural C curves. We have our angled adjustments for broken or crooked smile lines. We have our cat's ears for a slimmer form and avoiding excess skin around the finger. And we have our custom extra large form. Once you've mastered how to fit a form onto any client and any nail, the way that you pinch your form will slightly vary for the shape that you're wanting to sculpt. For square, scroval, and short round nails, which is what you do for small extensions on nail biters, you want straight sidewalls and a large open end. This creates a strong, large C-curve. For oval nails, you want a slightly tapered form with a smaller teardrop end. And for almond, coffin, and stiletto, you want an angled, triangle-shaped form with a completely closed end. Once you've mastered those, you can take it a step further for your almond, coffin, and stiletto shapes by pinching the form in closer to the length you're wanting to sculpt, and therefore creating an even tighter C-curve. These are my most used form customizations, and I hope they help you in your nail journey. Be sure to subscribe for more tutorials and videos.